What the American dream means when you're young and why the whole world is watching. A positive, uplifting story for the next generation grounded in facts. Right now, at this very moment, millions of people around the world are dreaming about one place, not a city, not a landmark, a feeling, a possibility. They are dreaming about America, and more specifically, they're dreaming about what America makes possible for someone just like you. Today, I want to talk about what the American dream means for young people. Not the version that gets debated on the news, but the real, living, breathing version that is happening right now all around us in garages and dorm rooms, at kitchen tables and farmers markets, in labs and recording studios and online platforms that didn't even exist 10 years ago. This is the story of your generation, and it is one of the most exciting stories ever told. Let's start with a fact that often gets forgotten in everyday life. America is still the most chosen country on earth. The United States has the largest immigrant population in the world, over 53 million foreign born residents as of early 2025, representing nearly 16% of the total population, both record highs. And while America makes up only about 4% of the world's total population, it is home to 17% of all international migrants globally. Think about what that means. Of all the places someone could go, every country, every continent, they choose here. Why? For many, it's the desire for greater political freedom and civil liberties. For nearly half of all recent immigrants, it is economic opportunity, higher wages, job availability, and the promise of financial stability. And for more than 1 million people every single year, it is a chance to attend America's world class universities. People don't cross oceans by accident. They cross them because they believe deeply, personally, that something better is waiting on the other side. That belief has a name, and you were born inside it. For young Americans, that is not a small thing. It is an extraordinary inheritance. The question isn't whether the opportunity exists. The question is, what will you do with it? Here is what the data says about your generation, and it is remarkable. For the second consecutive year, young entrepreneurs between the ages of 18 and 24 are starting businesses at higher rates than any older generation, according to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor report released by Babson College. Nearly 1 in 4 young people in this age group, 24%, are currently entrepreneurs. Another 21% are planning to start a business within the next 3 years. Stop and let that sink in. 1 in 4. That is not a statistic from a boom era or a golden age. That is right now. That is your classmates, your neighbors, your peers. The second fastest growing job title among Gen Z graduates right now is founder, according to LinkedIn. And nearly two-thirds of people ages 18 to 35 say they have either started a side business or plan to start one. This generation isn't waiting to be handed a path. They are building one. A 2025 report found that more than 80% of Gen Z entrepreneurs describe their businesses as purpose driven, a clear signal that this generation measures success not just in money but in meaning. They are launching companies that address climate, mental health, education, and community. They are building not just for profit but for impact. They are, in the truest sense, chasing a dream, one that is uniquely their own and uniquely American. But numbers only tell part of the story. The real story is in the people. Consider this: some of the most world changing companies you use every single day were born from a young person in America with nothing but an idea and the freedom to pursue it. Instagram was built by Kevin Systrom, who was 27 years old. YouTube was co founded by three young men in their 20s working out of a garage. Snapchat was created by a college student. These weren't accidents, They were the result of a culture, an American culture that says your idea is worth trying. Immigrants and their children have carried this spirit forward too. As of 2024, 46% of all Fortune 500 companies were founded by immigrants or their children, the highest level ever recorded. These companies employ 15.5 million people worldwide and generate $8.6 trillion in revenue. That is the American dream in its most concrete, measurable form. And today's young entrepreneurs are writing the next chapter. In 2025, Gen Z founders are launching startups in space, artificial intelligence, healthcare, and social technology, proving that innovation has no age limit. One is developing satellites that beam sunlight to Earth at night to extend solar energy production and raised over 26 million before turning 30. Another created a social app that topped the App Store charts with over 500,000 people on the wait list before it even launched. These aren't mythical figures. They are ordinary young people who decided to try something extraordinary in a country that gave them the room to do it. In 2023 alone, nearly 5.5 million new businesses were established in America, a 56.7% increase compared to 2019. The entrepreneurial spirit isn't fading, it is accelerating. America has always been, at its core, a place of becoming, not a place where you are defined by where you started, but by where you are willing to go. The founders of this nation wrote that every person has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, not the guarantee of happiness, the pursuit of it. That word matters. It means the door is open. Walking through it is up to you. 7 in 10 immigrants, when asked whether they would choose to move to America again, knowing what they know now, say yes, they would still come. People who have seen the world, who have weighed all their options, who know what sacrifice and hardship look like, they still choose this place. That is not nothing, that is everything. For young Americans, born here, raised here, shaped by this culture, that choice has already been made for you. The foundation is already under your feet. The question is simply, what will you build on it? The most defining feature of young entrepreneurship today is its focus on purpose. Young innovators are building ventures that align with their values, harnessing technology responsibly, and prioritizing impact alongside ambition. They are not just chasing success, they are defining what success should look like. So, what does the American dream mean for a young person today? It means that the garage is still available, the blank page is still blank. The idea in your head, the one you haven't told anyone yet because it feels too big or too small or too strange, that idea has a place here. It means that your background is not your ceiling, your zip code is not your destiny, your starting point is not your ending point. It means that the world is still watching this country, still choosing it, still dreaming of it, because something real lives here. Something that cannot be fully measured by any poll or ranking or economic report, a spirit, a promise, a belief that tomorrow can be better than today and that you are the one who gets to decide how. That is the American dream. It was never just a destination, it was always an invitation, and it has your name on it. Drop a comment below. What is your dream right now? I'd love to hear it. Because the best American stories haven't been written yet, and some of them belong to you.